What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. We're over here to talk about Ready to Love again today. It's season 10, it's episode 2. Um, it's Sunday. What time is it? 3:40. It's 3:40 on a Sunday. We're gonna get this conversation going. Like the video and subscribe to my channel before we get started. Hit the notification bell so you know that when I drop this Ready to Love video, you'll be getting the notification. Drop down in the comments. I'd love to hear what y'all think about these people over here. We're getting introduced to the other half of the gang over here in Philadelphia on somebody's rooftop where it's extremely hot for these people to be sitting outside in their good clothes. Not everybody came in their good clothes. Hey, Rocky, I'm going to get to you. I feel like if Ready to Love is looking for something in the southern region near, the Orlando area next time, if they ever do this again, or wherever you are, I don't feel like y'all be fluing people out or things. So I would rather be close enough. I'm about to get in nobody's airplane, no how. Not right now. So if you're down around here and you need somebody to help you with some event coordinating, call me. Because this over here having these people outside on this rooftop, we didn't even see nothing like, child, I'm off track a little bit. Let's meet the singles. How about that? It's a little less frustrating. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. First up, Coley. She's 32. She's a flight attendant. She's a very lovely lady with a lot of frizzy hair because somebody decided it was going to put people outside in the summertime so they can be hot and sweaty in their good clothes. It doesn't matter because when Miss Coley walks into a room, she turns heads, child. She demands the attention. And then some people are out here saying that this lady is so beautiful that she's intimidating. And she doesn't know why people should be intimidating, gentlemen. You shouldn't be intimidated. You should be motivated. Because Coley, all she has to do is show up and be cute. And that's not enough, Coley. I'm sorry. You're about to walk into a room, Coley, with other beautiful women. So the men's heads is going to be turning all this way, that way, that way, and this way. Coley has a sit down with Fritz. Fritz is 36. He also has a silly hairdo like the other boy. Now, he doesn't have bangs, but he's got his tweeters like directed off into the side some type of way, like a cartoon character. What do you call them? Anime. He looks like anime hair. Fritz. And whatever that other man's name was, I don't remember right now. Wayne or something. They have anime hair. And maybe that's just, age bracket. I don't know. I'm not going to criticize it. He's nice and neat and looks in the suit. He's got a nice face. Somewhat, I feel like his face gives off innocence that he ain't really innocent, though. I feel like he's got enough charm. He's well traveled. What is his he's wealth management. So this man is around a lot of money. I don't know how wealth management, I guess he's like helping the people with the money figure out, how to manage it. That's what I can decipher from the job title. You need a decipherer when you come over here and try to figure out what these people do. He said he's traveling the world. He's having a great time. He's looking now for something deep. He's met a lot of people out there, had a lot of fun, but he's ready to get to a place where he wants to meet someone on a deeper level. And I'm thinking if you're traveling the world and you meet some, to get into, you can't make it that serious if it's not going to be, at home, where you're going to be living on a day-to-day. So that's what he's looking for. I like the idea of young man. He's 36. He's not, he's on the other side of 35. And I think that's a good age, to be maturing and shifting and thinking about other things that you want to have in your life. And a man that's well-traveled and financially secure is in a position to do that. You know what I'm saying? You learn a lot about people and culture and you grow as a person when you travel. Hopefully, you know. Right now, as it stands on this Sunday afternoon, I like Fritz. Now, he's not looking for something that's just going to be on the surface, so he might as well get up because this girl, Coley, is bringing nothing but the surface. That's all you're going to get out of her. I hope you're motivated by how cute she is because that's all she's going to, That's all she's going to be bringing. Fritz says he's not trying, he's not an alpha something child, not trying to rush into sex. And I'm like, I don't believe you, Fritz. I think that's a cute little game you're playing over there, trying to act like you're not interested in having sex. You've been flying around the country, all over the world, smashing probably all types of like exotic things. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I just you can't never trust somebody that says something. These are the same types of people when you go to a job and they say, we don't want any drama around here. Or when you meet a man that says he doesn't want to play games. See, those are the people that you got to look out for because they're there to play games and they're there to create drama. And Fritz is over here to have sex all over the balconies, all over the world. He says he's waiting on his wife for this to happen, but I feel like he's already done it. And he's ready to do it again. So if you're holding out on Fritz, then you might get a little problem. Don't give him none. Tay, we're going to move on through. Like I said, there's no real connections over here. We're just taking a moment to meet these people. Miss Tay is a beautiful young lady, probably somewhere intimidate men with her beauty and then having them be motivated to, keep talking to her. One thing she is bringing to the table is personality and evidently conversation. Now, I don't know that she was saying anything but telling these men how cute and fine they are. But they liked her bubbly personality all the same. She's a 35-year-old anesthetist nurse. I'm not sure I said that right, but she's the nurse that provides the anesthesia for the patients. Requires a little bit more studying. But she says she always being a student. I feel like if you're a nurse, you're always going to be a student because technology is always changing. And if you're going to be worth the dime they're paying you, you're going to have to keep up with all of that. So I'm not mad at it. I appreciate that as a nurse, she still keeps on learning things. She's looking for a man that's tall with muscles. Well, there's one or two or three. So that won't be hard to find. At both of these mixers, they had men with muscles and a few of them were tall. She's looking for her man, her man, her man. I promise, oh for God, I'm never saying that again. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I don't know. Don't hold me accountable. But right now, I said I don't want to say that anymore, but I might. I'm working on it. She likes Francisco, and there's no surprise there. And I'm gonna cop to it. When I was going over the cast members, I like Francisco too. But I knew he was gonna disappoint me. I didn't get my hopes up because I knew that if he came over here sounding like Barry White or something, all the ladies was gonna, fall for that foolishness. Hopefully not for long. Francisco. This man can't keep a shirt on to save his life. I don't know why he's over here at the mixer undressing Francisco. That was about the corniest something I've ever seen. For every little fever I might have had looking at his picture before, it's gone. It's a wrap. He's nice looking, but I mean, chow, corny as hell. He said his last relationship was close to 4 years ago. And it ended because of the insecurities of his partner. And I mean, well, maybe she was insecure because you couldn't keep your daggone clothes on. You're somewhere always taking your shirt off. This man came out of his shirt, I know, 3 times during this episode. 5 minutes in, hello, meet Francisco. Take your shirt off. Everybody was hot. They just managed to stay dressed. Francisco. Now, him and Tay are sitting down having a conversation, and he lets her know that he cheated in the past. But then he slides it. I guess what had happened was he said that, and her facial structure might have changed a little bit. Her energy changed a little bit. So then he took it all the way to hold on, back when I was young. Unfortunately, Tay says that she was cheated on by her last relationship. So, she's triggered a little bit. And I don't believe for a single second. I feel like this lady from however many years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, was feeling some type of way. I wonder if you were being faithful over there Francisco, who's next? Cam. Cam the man, Cam the fireman. He's a 33-year-old fireman, and the ladies like that. They like him. He said he keeps running into ladies with a firefighter fantasy. Well, sorry about it. I don't know that it's a fantasy, Cam, but dang, you're a fireman. What was Francisco? He was over here. The Francisco does all these things that don't make sense. He's a housing authority, loves children and teach them how to be healthy and work out, and he's a bodybuilder. Okay, Francisco, we talk about Cam though. Cam is a fireman. The ladies like it. Just relax, Cam. I think you like that the ladies like it. He's trying to humble down a little bit. I think he probably may be a little humble. I'm just saying, he's trying to humble down a little bit. Cam said he never wanted kids before. However, he's finding himself with baby fever. He wants a wife and kids and the whole 9 yards. And I mean, I guess that would go along with maturing, maybe, or as Shay would put it, mature. Not Shay. What's her name? Sahara, like the desert, only not dry, according to her. I don't know nothing about the lady's desert. Anyway, um, I think that goes along with maturing. You decide, what you thought you wanted when you were younger is not the same thing you actually want now. Who else we got? We got Rocky. Rocky's a 36-year-old QA specialist. I have no idea what that is, but she likes a man with facial hair. She went on a list of other things, and I'm not gonna say all the things she said because it was all about, he doesn't want no, she wants a man with facial hair. He needs to have a beard and things. Speaking of hair, Rocky's hair is crunchy. I'm a hairstylist, and so that hair was bothering me a whole lot. I would like for her to get a fresh cut and just back away from that bleach just a little bit. And if you're going to be bleached up, then see a barber. Her dress is ill-fitting. Listen, everybody looked nice, and Rocky's, they liked Rocky a lot. I feel like Rocky has a great personality. She didn't have any problems, like getting in great conversations, I guess, with the few men that she did. They liked her, enjoyed her company. She's not a bad looking lady, but listen, her dress choice was atrocious. I'm like, that's how you put when you get ready to go somewhere, Rocky? We need to help her out. She was probably one of the only people that wasn't sweating hot because she wore the dress that you wear to, the beach. And it wasn't flattering. And that's as much as I'm going to say about it. Listen, when it comes to hair and fashion, I'm got to have something to say. So don't shoot the messenger. She did have a nice little conversation with Khalil. Khalil is 31 and he came in and beeline straight to Rocky. And then they ended up having a conversation that kind of left Khalil out of having conversations with the other ladies. He's a VP at his family's roofing company. I like Khalil. I think he's a very nice looking man. He, much like Fritz, has been traveling the world. 31. To me, 31 is young, but they all like within the same. I think Rocky was 35, so that's not a big deal. He said he lost his brother last year, and sadly he took his own life. I don't know if he shared that story with them, but he did share it like, in his confessional. So that might be a little heavy to bring to a mixer. I don't know if he, like I said, if he was sharing that, but it was nice to get to know him. His demeanor is very nice. The Philly people love them a tattoo. I think it's a lot of tattoos in Philly. Is that like a tattoo, like, where the artists have a lot of shows and things? I'm just curious. But when you have a big thing like that happen, a big loss like that happen in your life, I think it does help you appreciate life. His family owning a business, I love that. So he's not just working for someone, he has a bigger responsibility as helping to maintain the family business. Um, yeah, like I said, I liked Khalil. I don't think Khalil is much of a socialite. I think Rocky is easy to talk to, so he maybe clung to that, so he didn't have to like get around doing a whole lot, with the rest of the ladies. Then there's Rose. Rose is a 38-year-old hairstylist, and she says she's created a beard oil. Love that. It's all about growing your entrepreneurial spirit, Rose. Hairstylists generally don't just do hair. As a creative, you generally have multiple things you do. That's me being here talking to y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your creative juices flowing wherever you can get them going at. Her goal in life is to be somebody's wife. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry, I just gotta say it. Child, it's one thing to aspire to have a husband and a family and things, but if your goal in life is to be somebody's wife, I mean, that's easier said than done, girl. Go ahead and wife yourself out. Have your happily ever after. This man over here, Cam, is looking for a picket fence and things, but you don't like his spirituality. So, and I feel like that's important. When you're picking a partner, I feel like that's a huge thing that y'all connect on. Maybe questions that you don't necessarily ask, and you should be if that's important to you. I feel like I would never be able to partner up with somebody who's gonna be in church every Sunday because I don't go. And I don't want to, disrupt whatever their spiritual journey is, but it ain't mine. And if it don't match, that could cause a problem. She says she needs somebody to reach things at her house. She's 5'2". She needs a man. Guess it better be a tall one. 5'7" ain't really gonna be able to reach things any better than you do without a chair or a stool or something. Will shows up over here laughing like Will was doing at the other spot. And I feel like Will is very unserious at his age. 40 something. I don't remember, but I don't know. Maybe this is just not the right environment for him because he comes in trying to be that guy, like snapping his fingers and cracking jokes and a ha 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 and a ha ha. Uh, I don't know that this is the right environment for him to meet someone. Um, I don't know that marriage is in his wheelhouse because he's not talked about really what he would like in a relationship. He's been here 2 times and we've only heard jokes. We haven't heard about what Will is actually looking for, besides him saying that he is not looking for a woman who can't handle a little laughing in her life because he ain't looking for somebody that's going to be so serious. And we don't take him serious because the 2 times he did get married, he only put in a year each time. And that didn't say he wanted to marry them because this was the love of his life. Like just about everyone, well, not everyone, because not a whole lot of these guys were talking so much about their relationships, but some of the people, maybe it was just last week. I feel like last week we did get a little more. Um, just a little bit more about what they are with their personal life, but there were less of them. So there's 5 this time, 5 singles this time, and 4 over there. So evidently there was more time for them to get into their past a little bit more. Um, Will, like I said, he's been over here twice. He hasn't talked about the love of his life or anything like that. All we know is he likes a good laugh and maybe a snack or two. Will, I was very hard on you last week. I will say the shirt was much better than the last one. Sahara is back. She's still doing the same, kind of extra energy. Um, Seems like she fit in a little bit better over here. Maybe it was that potion. Sahara, bring the potion wherever you go because she did say she doesn't use her potions to keep a man or get a man. She uses them to get rid of one. But she switched it up and she brought her potion and she made a couple friends over here. So, good for you, Sahara. Sahara, Sahara believes that the world is flat, that the earth is flat. That's all I'm going to say about that. Husan is 42. He's 6'7". Wowzer, that's very tall. So Hassan is a visual manager for Adidas. I'm not sure, like, I don't know. Like, he's an artist, he's a creative. I don't know what his job is. Like I said, does he just work in visual at Adidas? Because it looked like he was changing mannequins and things. And I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying. Over here, he was saying he was into interior design. So I don't know that he's pursuing that at all, or if he just likes designing. And good for him, so does Rose. So they did have that in common. Now, I didn't hear her ask him about his spirituality, but he definitely can reach things on the top cabinet. So he might be a candidate. They liked each other. I don't know that it was a connection. I just felt like they were feeling each other. And everybody came in here like over there. You kind of got to pick somebody so you don't get voted off. You figure out who you really like, I think, along the way. Shanice is 44. She's a rehabilitation CEO and like 7 other things. She sat down and said, I got a trucking company. I was a celebrity stylist. I have an online business. Sharice, okay, girl, I guess. I just feel like that's a whole lot. So what are you dedicating yourself to? You know what they say, a jack of all trades, but a master of none. I don't know what she's over here trying to master. Shanice came with this outfit with these gloves and things, and as much as I want to hate it, I do. Maybe it's just her. She looks very good at it. Everything about that outfit is terrible, except not at the same damn time. I'm so conflicted. Anyway, she said all her jobs makes it difficult for her to meet people. And I'm like, well, you have 47 different jobs. I can see why that would make life difficult. She sat down with these people and all she wanted to talk about was her work. And there was no real connection. And I feel like she's 44, which is not old, but a bit out of the, range with these young people over here, 31, 44. I don't know. I feel like she's going to be a little bit serious for them and a little bit mature or mature, like Sahara says. Fritz and Tay sit down, and Fritz just out the gate tells her that she's the favorite. And she didn't dwell on that, which I like. She was just like, well, I'm glad to be sitting here with you. You know, um, he said he was supposed to go to Panama, but he decided not to. He just let that trip go. He decided he was going to find something more valuable over here, which makes me feel like maybe he is serious because he could have went gallivanting off like he has been doing, but he chose, maybe I'll find something over here. Or maybe I'll get some type of exposure over here. Whatever it is, I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like we over here acting like we about to find love on the rooftop of whatever this building is in Philadelphia. Or down to the winery in the grass. We here to play a game and see who's gonna last the longest. That's my favorite part. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I don't know. Like I said, they were moving around so fast. Like I said, Chris, Cam and Rose had a bit of a connection. The ladies like Cam. I heard his name. Apparently, Rocky and Cam had a conversation that we didn't hear. Sahara says she liked Cam too. They had to sit down. Their interaction was very, very flirtatious because, I think that's what she was serving. I don't know that she was serving anything deep. I would love to hear her version of it though. She thinks the earth is flat. I would love to hear her, insight on other things that she might, study or what have you. I find Sahara to be entertaining to some extent. Tommy came and had to sit down with all the singles. You know what time it is. It's time to find out who's in the top and who's in the bottom. Francisco took his shirt off, so of course the ladies were like very much into that. He's a tall, good-looking man with a great body and a deep voice. So yeah, might as well keep him around if he's gonna be taking his shirt off and things. Get this guy over to the pool party. Leave his ass in the pool, but you know, it is what it is. Cam is another one. He's a firefighter. And they all seem to have good conversation with Cam. And so, you know, not surprised that he's gonna be there. Fritz is well traveled and well spoken. They like Fritz. Who were they not feeling? Unfortunately, they were not feeling Will, and to my surprise, they were not feeling Khalil. That's because Khalil was spending too much time with Rocky and not, you know, spread himself around. I feel like that's gonna, you know, I'd like to see that change. I don't want him to just go away, you know, keep around something that's, you know, not gonna turn into anything. Unless it's drama, and then, you know, that part's always fun too. Will is in the bottom once again. And I don't think Will is there to meet people like that, like that. So it was only, you know, right for him to go home. He put zero energy into meeting anyone. On the women's side, who was on the bottom? Sharice and Coley. On one hand, I feel like Sharice and Coley are kind of in the same position. I mean, obviously they're in the same position, but for the same reason. Um, Sharice came there with that outfit on that she filled out very nicely and didn't really offer much more except her job stuff. And Coley came over here with her face and her dress, and she thought that's all it took. This is the problem with that, Coley. Not everybody finds the same thing attractive. So, you know, it just depends, I guess, on which room you're walking into. And I don't understand if she's playing diggy or if she's dingy for real. Like she's asking the fireman, do they have Dalmatians at the firehouse? And she told, same person, Cam. She was talking to Cam and she told him she thought snow was pollution. And I'm like, is she for real or not? Tommy explained to her that even though she was on the bottom, she would have another opportunity. What would you say if I gave you another opportunity to meet more singles on the other side? And she said, I would tell you to waste my effing time. And then when he explained it to her again, you do know that I'm saying there's four other men over there that you haven't met yet. And then a light bulb goes off somewhere. And I was like, is she for real? I'll have to see. I don't know if she's for real or not. Like, I feel like maybe the elevator ain't all the way up to the top all the time. That's pretty much, you know, all we got. I'm looking very much forward to next week where the couples all meet each other. Then we can start getting into the business and to the eliminations. One thing I am going to say, ladies of Philly, the ladies lounge be lit, and one thing they was doing in Dallas was serving up ladies lounge looks, because I was looking forward to what these ladies was gonna be giving at the ladies lounge. Now over here in Philly, some of y'all be showing up like you just gonna run through over here right quick. I would like to see some effort for the ladies lounge, please. And every week, I will review the fashions of the ladies' lounge. Same thing for the fellas. So if I see ankles, I'm going to have something to say about it. In the meantime, y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye, y'all.